The spread of the coronavirus recently, which has hit the African continent, has prompted many governments in the African continent to take on swifter measures to ensure that the spread of the virus is contained. Talking about many countries, including the likes of Kenya, Rwanda, South Africa, and the Kingdom of Eswatini, they have introduced, among other countries, measures that will ensure that the spread of the disease is minimized. Talking about South Africa, it's the country that has recorded the highest number of cases of the coronavirus outbreak, and currently, as of Monday, the statistics showed that 61 people were infected with the disease, and this brings up to the fore whereby the president on Sunday announced the measures that the country will take in terms of ensuring that the spread of the disease is minimized. And talking about the spread of the disease in neighboring South Africa, President Ramaphosa introduced the measures, and these measures include that of banning travel from high-risk countries. And it has been recorded in his statement that most of the cases recorded in South Africa have been cases that have been imported from other countries. Spread internally in the country has been minimized, or actually cases from locally have been minimal. Talking about the Kingdom of Eswatini, the Prime Minister Ambrose on Tuesday also made swift measures that will ensure that the Kingdom of Eswatini is able to take on the fight against the spread of the coronavirus. And one of the measures, the major changes that the Prime Minister introduced include that of cancelling off the King's birthday and redirecting the funds that were supposed to be used for the birthday to fight the spread of the coronavirus in the country. This is what President Cyril Ramaphosa said on Sunday when introducing the measures that will be taken by the Republic of South Africa in curbing the spread of the coronavirus.
We're imposing a travel ban on foreign nationals from high-risk countries such as Italy, Iran, South Korea, Spain, Germany, the United States, the United Kingdom, and China as from 18th March 2020. We have cancelled visas to visitors from those countries from today, and previously granted visas are hereby revoked. South African citizens are advised to refrain from all forms of travel to or through the European Union, the United States, United Kingdom, and other identified high-risk countries such as China, Iran, and South Korea. This is effective immediately. South Africa has 72 ports of entry into our country, which are through the land, sea, and airports. Of the 53 land ports, 35 will be shut down with effect from Monday, the 16th of March. 2 of the 8 seaports will be closed for passengers and crew changes. Effective immediately, all non-essential travel for all spheres of government outside of the Republic is prohibited. We further discourage all non-essential domestic travel, particularly by air, rail, taxis, and buses. Gatherings of more than 100 people will be prohibited. Mass celebrations of upcoming national days, such as Human Rights Day and other large government events, will be cancelled. Where small gatherings are unavoidable, organizers will need to put in place stringent measures of prevention and control. Schools will be closed from Wednesday, 18th March, and will remain closed until after the Easter weekend. Thirdly, to further strengthen our health response, government is strengthening its surveillance and testing systems. We are in the process of identifying isolation and quarantine sites in each district and metro. Capacity is being increased at designated hospitals in all provinces. We are also increasing the capacity of existing contact tracing processes. This epidemic will pass, but it is up to us to determine how long it will last, how damaging it will be, and how long it will take our economy and our country to recover. It is true that we are facing a grave emergency. But if we act together, if we act now, and if we act decisively, I am sure we will overcome it.
As you have heard what the President of the Republic of South Africa has said in terms of keeping the spread of the coronavirus in South Africa, let's hear what the Kingdom of Eswatini has in store. This is a message that was delivered by the Prime Minister Ambrose on behalf of His Majesty King Mswati III, where he introduced the country's measures to keeping the spread of the virus.
As a result of this declaration, His Majesty has further commanded government to introduce the following measures. Army Day is suspended. Good Friday and Easter services suspended. King's birthday celebration is cancelled. The budget set aside for the King's birthday celebration will be redirected to fight against the coronavirus pandemic. Schools and tertiary institutions should be closed with immediate effect until further notice. The school calendar will be adjusted accordingly. Government and Parliament are to ensure that sufficient funds are made available specifically for the fight against COVID-19. Government is tasked to work in collaboration with the regional administrators, chiefs, traditional authorities, and all relevant sectors to upscale the preparedness and response plan in communities. The King has further commanded government to ensure that all Eswatini students abroad and citizens in the diaspora are protected and safe from the pandemic. On travel, foreign nationals coming from COVID-19 high-risk countries will be restricted from entering the country until further notice. Visas to enter Eswatini already issued to citizens of high-risk countries will be revoked from the 20th of March 2020. Residents, citizens returning from high-risk countries will be subjected to intensive screening and are required to self-isolate for a mandatory period of 14 days. Non-essential travel to all other countries is suspended for all citizens. Citizens are encouraged to minimize non-essential local travel. All public and private gatherings attracting 50 or more people are suspended until further notice. These include conferences, funerals, weddings, entertainment, sporting activities, funerals, official or social, etc. Visitation to hospitals is restricted. Visits to correctional services facilities is suspended. Government, parastatals and companies, including supermarkets, shopping centers and all entities are urged to bolster hygiene control and to keep their workplaces safe for both workers and customers. Screening of travelers in ports of entry continues on a daily basis, as well as follow-up to those at high risk. One individual who came from Italy is on quarantine and has shown no symptoms of COVID-19. The one positive case is managed well. Contact tracing and tests are being conducted. The Ministry of Health continues to train more responders at public health facilities. Diagnostic capacity. Government is working with WHO and other partners to build capacity for detection and diagnosis of coronavirus locally. A plan has been drawn and costed to install a BSL Level 3 influenza laboratory at the Lubombo Referral Hospital. WHO has supported the country with technical assistance, laboratory equipment, and diagnostic kits in this regard. Once again, may I assure the nation that government will be vigilant in implementing our emergency response plans, supported by all Eswatini and our international partners, as we tackle this emerging pandemic with the hope it will soon be behind us.
After all has been said and done, it is quite evident that African countries and globally, they are taking massive steps to ensure that the spread of the virus is contained. Talking about this country where the virus started, which is the Republic of China, it has been recorded that things are getting back to normal, which means that the country has made significant strides in combating the spread of the disease. And now the question remains that who will be subjected to the effects of the coronavirus? Economies are stumbling and countries might be facing a huge recession. This is All Review 101, and if you'd like to hear more content, informative content, do press that subscribe button and ensure that you like this video and also share it with your friends as well. This is All Review 101. Do subscribe.